And this week, Roddy My G Bridge Nation will be amplifying the documentary Like Brooklyn Dancehall. And it's a work by none other than J. Will.
Like Brooklyn Dancehall.
Interesting, don't
Not
it?
even 90s dancehall, Brooklyn Dancehall.
May I give you a little background info?
All right.
So as young Jamaican immigrants across Brooklyn were coming of age during the 80s and 90s, they were drawn to dancehall music to keep connected to life back home. Their preservation of key elements of culture through DJs, sound systems, and energetic dancing in New York's seedy underground provides the unique atmosphere for an influential movement that was bubbling up in the shadow of hip-hop. Shot in New York City and Kingston, Jamaica, under the guidance of executive producer Shaggy, and complemented by the safeguarded VHS tapes from notorious videomen of the times, this film satisfies the need for documentation of stories about the remarkable rise of the most under-acknowledged music genre and its ever-present influence on a younger generation of Caribbean Americans. So none other than J. Will is in the building, highly sought after Caribbean director, with his signature Game Over stamped on over 200 music videos. So it's a good look. J. Will is in the building. What go on, Jay?
Diana, brother.
Morning
See you,
time.
man.
Just aye.
Good to see you. Now, Like Brooklyn Dancehall, Jay. Give us the inspiration behind the movement. Why was this documentary needed, in your words?
It's telling a really important story. A story that a lot of people, matter of fact, everybody that has seen the film thus far said they didn't even really know that story. It's telling it's an immigrant story of what was happening in Jamaica at the time through politics, and there's a migration shift where people move to a couple of different places to New York, and they brought this culture with them, and how this culture that they brought affected the generations of Jamaicans to follow, and also everybody else who lived like in the area. So we're just showing the impact of the culture in New York itself, and anybody who's ever been to New York or lived in New York can tell. And it's just telling the story, what was happening in Jamaica, who were the key players, what was happening in New York, who were the key players, and just giving the whole story about how this culture, dancehall, evolved and has inspired, and now it goes full story to show the generations. So the grandkids of the people who were the first set of immigrants. So it's the first set, but some of the first set who the story is following. They're actually like inspired by this culture. And then the mass as well, popular culture. Like we see the Ed Sheeran, the Justin Bieber, the Beyonce, everybody else is impacted by culture from this little small island.
Respect. Yeah. And before, Roddy, I feel like before I'm even going to further, with that type of intro, I want Bridge Nation and ourselves to get a look on the trailer. So Bridge Nation, draw close to the app, draw close to the live stream right now. We're going to run the trailer for Like Brooklyn Dancehall. Let me see the PJ.
All right. So as I look at that trailer, Jay, the question that comes to mind, and even before the trailer, we want to bring forward the positives of dancehall. But we saw there Sean Paul sharing his clip and the importance of preserving the history of it. But would it speak to the earlier segments, the Shabarangs, the Super Caps, and their involvement on the scene? Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, man, sound like you need to watch the film.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, the film starts from in the 50s.
Chill.
Tells the whole story. Yeah, man, it's the whole story is there. That's just...
Yeah, because when it started at the 2000s, I say...
That's just, you're just looking at the trailer. You have to understand, one of the key things why we decided to actually screen this film, it just screened at IMC, is we wanted to see the response from the local market and just people who grew up in the story, grew up in that. But the documentary is told, in my perspective, like it's told for people who didn't grow up in the culture to understand and break it down so that they could follow and just tell the full story. A man like me and you, who probably grew up in the culture, we know a lot of these people. We see King James, we don't even have to see a name title. We know who he is. A person in Oklahoma or Ohio would know who that is.
Right.
So we told the full story of just everything and this culture that they're affected by that they didn't even know. Like even broke down to DJ Kool Herc, hip hop. It went to reggaeton, the Fish Market rhythm. It touches on a whole bunch of different things and just come full circle. just with the story. You
So,
know?
so how you feel when you put this? This never make you feel nostalgic. Weren't there
You know,
moments where you get teary-eyed?
I'm just a part of the team. Myself and Shaggy, we got onto the project after. The project is directed by Ben DiGiacomo and produced by Amy DiGiacomo.
Okay.
Ben DiGiacomo and Dottie Vinier, they're two foreigners actually who grew up in New York and is inspired by this culture. You understand? And they were compelled to tell the story. Now they came and they got Shaggy on board as the executive producer, and Shaggy got me on as a producer. So I'm actually a producer on the project. So what me and Shaggy did, we looked at the story that they had, and we were like, no man, we need to go Jamaica. We need to get King Jammers, and rest in peace. We got Bobby Digital, we got Clevie, we got a lot of different people. So we just brought some more to the project, and then the project was originally called the 15th Parish because we were basically
saying that Brooklyn is a 15th
parish. So just with everything happening with Portmore possibly being the 15th parish, it was like, you know what, we changed it, and then the next best title we came up with because it's a New York story is Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall, you know.
Respect. Now, Jay, as it relates to getting the film out there, making some rounds at some festivals, you mentioned the screening at IMC. Any more festivals, you know, it would be showcased at, and what are the festivals you guys have been to so far?
All right, so we did our world premiere at the biggest, like at Tribeca Film Festival, which is one of the biggest, and then it was a really great response. Shaggy, Ding Dong is in the project as well. There's a lot of people in the project. Shaggy performed, Ding Dong performed. So we've been at a couple of different film festivals, and we're actually just wrapping up that circuit because that's how you, what would you say, advertise a film for sale. So this film actually has a sales agent, and it's up for sale right now. So hopefully, God willing, we'll see it like on a Hulu or a Netflix or something like that, you know?
Respect. Now, Jay, I couldn't have you in studio with us without actually getting your perspective on something. Roddy, you remember some time ago we shared a fact that Jamaica, we are the island that has produced the most films.
Yes.
To many, especially in the Bridge Nation, it makes sense, but at the same time, we're surprised. You know, a filmmaker like yourself, are you surprised by that stat? And do you think we're still doing enough to maintain that level of recognition?
No, that's surprising. I didn't. I actually don't know if that's factual. Are they counting short films? Because
some of Trinidad from in the Caribbean,
because Trinidad
is putting out content,
a lot of content. So I don't know how factual that is, but I would say no. I would say some things are happening where the future looks positive. There is an initiative right now that the government is putting together, but we see how it go.
Yeah.
But no, I would say it's just as of lately, maybe with the success of a lot of major films coming here, like James Bond, the Bob Marley One Love, Champion, Black Cake, and then other films that have come in the past. But I think it has been underachieving. Like I think there's a lot more that could be done. I think even just if nobody asking my opinion, but my opinion, we should be instilling film programs since like primary school, middle school, primary school, high school coming up. You know what I mean? And not just film, but other arts. You know, I think it's just been ignored. Right now, people are not realizing that every single child in Jamaica right now is a director and a content creator. Everybody, and they don't realize but they're on TikTok, they're filming themselves. Everybody's a choreographer. Everybody's doing the latest dancing, doing all this thing on their phone, and they're capturing content. That is already a filmmaker. All you need to do is guide them, give and professionally teach them. You know, because content is king right now, and the world has changed, and everybody has their phone and is recording content, and content is being consumed in a whole bunch of different ways right now. You're driving in a taxi cab in New York, it's on a screen. You're walking down New Kingston, it's on a wall. It's soon there in your contact lenses. It's soon there in your glasses. It's soon, you know. So and then they're gonna need content to put in all these different mediums. So we need to encourage and develop these content creators, especially coming out of the Caribbean and Jamaica, so that we can compete on an international level. We always complain why things look a certain way and foreign things, and we love foreign things. So why we not invest in our own just so we can compete internationally? You know?
And you don't worry about oversaturation at all? let's say they do begin to nurture the upcoming talent, you don't worry about oversaturation in the film
No,
industry.
I don't even think that word exists. Oversaturation. Listen, can you have too much plumbers in Jamaica? Can you have too much construction work? Can you have too much teachers? Can you have too much nurses? No. It's just like for example, think about it. Right now in Jamaica, we have overly saturated of artists. People want to call artists. Right? Everybody are artists. Everybody are singer. Everybody are gimmicks. You know, you have the gimmicks people that we know will come on TV. And those are the people we're supporting. Those are the people that we're giving platform to. Any little E that come and say something, all of a sudden they're a personality. There's somebody. There's all these people that pops up on my feed. That's why I can't even take social media too much, because all these people right now, we wouldn't 10 years ago wouldn't have listened to the likes. I mean, I want to call some of them names, but you know who me I talk about. You know what I'm saying? But we're giving like strength to those people. We not so. Trust me, it not. Listen, and the point I was trying to make is this: with all the artists that we have, how much of them really get nowhere? So it no matter. So if it's gonna take, we have 200 artists. When I make no sense, and out of the 200, only 3. Like one man will get a hit song and he gets signed. The same thing may happen for if you have videography. Maybe we'll have a better chance. We have 400 videographers. Maybe one will get an Oscar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, still a good look.
That is the point that I wanted to get to, because you have content creators and you have the consumers. Consumers, knowingly or unknowingly, will filter out those who are putting out good content. So even though everyone is a director,
don't have to be good no more, brother.
No, but what me I say is that when a man take up his phone, I take up my phone, I'm not trained, I have no appreciation for the technical application of the talent, I do something it not going to work. But if you train me, it's a different production that I'm going to do. And so to your point of teaching it at all levels, make it be something that somebody develops a skill.
And
so
also
they can do it well.
teach us how to feed our kids from it. You know, you can have a passion. There's a lot of people that have a passion, and all these gimmicks, they're not making any money. They get popularity, but popularity doesn't equal to money. So when someone educates you to tell you how to take something from popularity and how to make it turn into dollars, that's the education that I have. That's the education that a lot of these people don't have. So that's why the likes of like a Gully Bop or all these people that rise to some kind of fame and there's no money behind it for them. And you're one that said, but they were so popular. I've seen them. Oh, you mean so them need help to build a house? This man is, everybody's talking about him. Why is he not earning? You understand? So that's the education piece that's missing. And that comes from other people have the secret, you know, they know, and that's one thing with Jamaican people. They don't like share knowledge. They don't like pass down information. And that's not how it used to be. Growing up, my father was one of the best mechanics in a Spanish town, and 10 people were lined up every morning as an apprentice. I'm like, who are these people? Oh, and for free too. The mother send them and say, yo, go learn from IG Ofi, do re-te-te. We have lost that. Nobody no want to teach nobody how to do nothing no more. No, I'm going to come better than me. Can't
say nobody, because we have the IMC, and the IMC is doing it big. And
but nobody now forward.
That is the point.
Nobody came. Who was like just a handful of people came.
But it is there. The platform is available.
So that's what I'm saying. Things are changing and things are getting there. But I'm talking about apprenticeship. I'm talking about you take somebody, bring him in here, let them shadow you, let them see what you do.
For make him learn for play some
and look
music.
where he is right now. You understand? So it works. So I'm saying that's it. Each one teach one, bro. And it starts with you.
Talking about your journey, from music videos, have you gone fully into the long storytelling or still
feature length vibe?
Yeah. How you feeling? How you seeing your progress?
In my career, I've used everything that I've done as a stepping stone to get to the next level of my career, and there's not one aspect of my career that I've parked and said I don't do it no more. So yes, I do videos. There's videos for people that I'm trying to do, for songs that inspire me, for artists that I look up to, and for artists that pay more money. You understand? We leave
J Will thing on normal.
That's true.
I said, no, for me, I'm just saying, like, all right, for example, 20 years ago, you had a J Will. You have a new J Will now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Different
so you have to
level.
leave some of them little thing there to certain people and go to a level that they basically probably could not go to right now. So I have to keep elevating myself, and it's just growth. That's what it's called. I shouldn't be around here fighting and boxing around with the 22-year-old kids for the little projects only. No, that's for them. I should be
growing with those.
Link up Kanye and some people, and you understand them kind of thing that I trying to. You understand? So I'm trying to keep growing, and I keep learning, and I keep few directors you can say that has been in the business since 2000 that's still relevant today. A matter of fact, I can't even name one more that was around when I started that's still here. So you have to keep reinventing yourself, staying abreast of current technology, current slang, trend, the target audience, this market, and this generation, be a foolish step, So we have to stay abreast of what inspires them, where them react to, and to stay relevant. You understand?
Sora help or hurt?
Helps, I think. I just discovered someone right now online called King Willonius, and he found a way how to make all this AI and everything. He's now an AI director, and he's directed a music video for Sway Lee. And I don't know what the song is, but Sway Lee video is entirely directed by an AI director who uses 17 different AI tools to create this. So he's figured out a way to make AI work for him, and that's what everybody should be doing.
All right.
Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall. Jay, you did mention that it's in the selling phase. You're trying to get it to the next level, probably on a bigger platform. It's in the festival circuit. But is there any way for Jamaicans, are we going to get a chance to see it anytime soon?
Yeah, Jamaicans worldwide. If you go on the website, which is dancehallfilm.com, you'll see all the festivals that we're slated to be at coming up. There's been a lot so far. We screened it twice in Jamaica, and so you just have to catch it at one of the festival circuits or just support it when it comes on a worldwide streaming platform.
All right.
Amazing.
It's an honor, man. It's an honor to have none other than Jay Will and Bridge Nation. Look out for Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall, produced by Jay Will. Look out for it. It's a good look to represent the culture and just go and support the movement. Jay Will.
Big
It's
up
been a
yourself.
pleasure.
Thanks for
Honors
taking
and
the
respect,
time.
bro. Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.